Greetings, everyone. This is Mike Wright, the Astro Sherpa, dropping in with a special report. You might hear an owl hooting in the background as we look at this waning crescent moon, and it's finishing up its trip through Cancer today, and early this morning we'll come into Leo. There's the owl. Lots of news coming. So we're gonna feel this deep emotional energy switch into this passionate fire, and this is gonna create a lot of strife out in the world because the truth is coming out. And Jupiter up here and the owls are giving us the message. Jupiter went to 8 degrees in Aries, showing us this new ego story we're deciding on and where the world's going. So the outer world's trying to project fear, war, strife, poverty, disease, all these dark energies to convince you to stay in a low vibrational state. And this is Jupiter wants us to ascend above and choose the vibrational frequencies you reside in. And Mars, we got this great shot of Mars this morning. Mars is with, you can see Aldebaran too. Let me back up here, get a better shot. So, we are also seeing Regulus, the eye of the bull. So we have this big energy. There's Mars, and right below it is Aldebaran. So Aldebaran is a fixed star, a royal star, known as the Watcher. And this was, in old times, was seen as this protective energy, and Mars conjuncting that is going to set our ego in this new direction. Gemini, seeing both sides of things and starting to cut through the BS. The power structures, creating the old reality is crumbling, their lies are falling apart, and now they're looking for the exit. So this is going to create a lot of strife. So the eye of the bull is going to be angry, but we need to channel this energy into ascension, ascending out of our patterns, our lower vibrational frequencies that keep us trapped in our lower mind. Our lower mind is our ego desires to be noticed, loved, desired, chasing the things that just don't really fulfill us. Once we get those things, we feel empty just as soon as it's been completed. And that's what moon cycles show us. So as we saw that waning little crescent moon right at the beginning of the video, gorgeous. And Mars, all this energy is jacking us up. So for major change. So if you understand waves of energy, frequencies, how often these things occur, tone, how we focus, this is where power lies. And if you don't understand your body and what you feel and why you feel it, then you don't understand power and how you multiply power. How do you divide power? These are all things that the outer world is screwing with, our collective conscious by projecting all this, false narratives, fake illusions. They're expecting people to keep buying the same story over and over, and it's projections of fear. So tune in, listen to your instinct, listen to your intuition and your intellect knowledge and combine all three. So when we merge, and synthesize an antithesis to our thesis, that's where we find in the center, in the paradox, that which is special and eternal. So we're all here just to find new ways to measure our progress. The old way of looking at time and climbing the mountain for success is over. It's over, Johnny. So we don't need to fight these old Mars ego battles, these old wounds. The war period we have to release and let go of. So the outer world's trying to tie us back into another, huge karmic cycle of, memory of war and strife, when we can release this. All this energy is here for us to release the memory of it. Saturn's setting in the western sky here early this morning, and Saturn's been giving us an immense amount of gold. Saturn is what, is that which accuses us of exceeding boundaries, structures, rules. Saturn rules the law. So everyone is equal under the law unless the law is unequally applied. So when you give special dispensations, then suddenly the law doesn't mean anything. It's just a concept. So you can talk about equality and all these other things, but if you misapply the law, then it's no longer a rule. And Saturn says you break those structures, then those structures will crumble. And the benefits they provided of protection and channeling energy to constructive means versus destructive means is what gives us gold, wisdom, applying, these things we knew in the past, how we instinctually did things. Well, we have to evolve beyond those patterns. And this is where we can grow greater and greater awareness. So, tune in. Not like in the 60s, but you can certainly use plant medicines, healthy meditations, speaking, releasing energy. Just don't project, and propagate this negative wave of energy being projected by the old power structures. They're hoping we will all vibrate on that frequency instead of creating right now in this new earth realm. We've all changed. So start to implement your power and feel it. You have it. So discover it, uncover it, do whatever you need to do, but quit following the old patterns and the old frequencies and vibrations that are keeping you stuck and feeling like shit. Anyway, pardon the French. I hope everyone's well. Astro Sherpa out.